So I'm making a table right now, and I just thought I would share some of the difficulties I'm running into here for anyone who ends up doing this. So yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna waste time here. Let's get right into it. So yeah, so this is where I'm at right now. Honestly, step one would be find a even ground. Doing it on these bricks because it's about the widest outdoor even space that I got, but it's really not that even, so it's kind of difficult. I laid the boards down first. Second thing would be I have these 2x4s, 2 feet by 4 feet plywood sheets, and you know what? I think it's probably easiest just to get one 4x8, which I would have done if I could, but my car, I drive a sedan, and the car is not big enough. So I got these 2 foot by 4 foot plywoods and 4 sections of them. And so anyway, the other thing to keep in mind is that when you're buying wood from Menards or Home Depot, it's not always going to be the exact dimension. So this table is supposed to be 8 foot by 4 foot. So if you buy an 8 foot board, 2x4, it could be, you know, I found out these were 8 foot by and like 3/16 of an inch. So it ended up throwing off the rest of the cuts, and I had to go back and recut it. So that's one thing to keep in mind. And then because it's 4 feet wide, remember that this adds 1.5 inches and 1.5 inches over there. So this board only needed to be 45 inches across. And then same thing with this one, 45 minus 1.5, so 43.5 divided by 2. These are 21 3/4. So yeah, and then, you know, I got the bubbler out. I'm trying to keep it as level as possible while I'm doing this, while I'm putting screws in, and I'm trying not to get a lip here, so that when I flip the table, it's just perfectly even. And then I screw the plywood on last. So, but I'm just trying to get the frame right, and it's quite difficult. I think I am gonna have to go back and recut because I got a little lip right here, and I think the problem is that this board in the middle is just probably just like an 1/8 inch of an off or something like that. All right, I'm done. Couple things to notice. I didn't do the like binding planks around the, if you know what I'm talking about, it keeps it square all the way around if you just put a 2x4 and like kind of brace it all along the bottom of the legs. So I didn't do that because I'm actually thinking I might lower this. It's pretty freaking tall. It's 40 inches, which, you know, I wanted to give more level between the ground and the tabletop. So when I'm playing die, it'll be like, you know, more competitive, gives you more time to catch the die. I don't know, I thought it'd be, you know, make things more interesting. So I made it a little taller, but I might end up dropping it. I can see this board is fucking warped, and So I'm gonna actually stick a few more screws in here. And then it's probably gonna poke up right on this side, so I'll screw it right there. Otherwise, this is the table. I mean, it turned out pretty decent. Just gonna go around so you can see everything. Yeah, hell yeah. Oh, it's warped here too, so I'll fix that up. But yeah. One thing I would say is I would get a buddy to do this with you, because it's really kind of difficult to keep things level and screw things in and flip the table over when you're doing it single-handed. So just a few things to note would be that, and then make sure you get all the screws in before you flip it over. That's probably obvious, but yeah, make sure it's like all set before you flip it, because it's not gonna be super sturdy. I thought for a second I could just flip it and then finish up screwing at this level, but better just do it on the ground when it's all level and get everything finished, and then flip it, and then secure the tabletop. So yeah, that's building a beer or a beer die table. And I know I really didn't do a good job documenting it, but those tips I think will be super helpful if you try and tackle it on your own. So cool.